Hi everyone, welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the top 5 best telescopes 2022. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. 1. Orion Go Scope 80 Tabletop. A decent sized aperture and good quality optics for the price, the Orion Go Scope 80 is set up to make astronomy easy for the beginner. You'll be able to get very good views of the planets and the moon, along with select bright deep sky targets, despite the narrow field of view. The Orion Go Scope 80 also lacks slow motion controls, which makes fine-tuning and centering targets a bit of a hassle. Skywatchers have to resort to a point-and-aim method, with the help of the EZ Finder 2 Reflex Red Dot Finder. Also in the box is Starry Night software to help you choose your targets and pinpoint them in the night sky. Free lifetime tech support through Orion, as well as two 3-element 10mm and 25mm eyepieces. The supplied accessories offer magnifications of 35x and 17x. For a beginner's telescope, the sights were breathtaking and boast clarity and contrast. The surface of the moon and small views of Saturn are particular highlights, and no aggressive color fringing, although there is some is evident around bright objects in the field of view. A pleasing find given that refractors are predisposed to chromatic aberration, which also supplied very good views of Jupiter and its largest moons, Ganymede, Europa, Callisto and Io. 2. Celestron StarSense Explorer LT114AZ. While a great telescope for beginners, the Celestron StarSense Explorer LT114 can be enjoyed by intermediate skywatchers, too, especially for busy users who lack the time required for lengthy setup procedures of other telescopes. Assembling this telescope takes less than 20 minutes. Built into this reflector is Celestron's StarSense technology, which provides an easy option for aligning the telescope and enables the onboard go-to system to work out which direction the instrument is pointing. To use the tech, all the skywatcher needs to do is download the StarSense app and take a smartphone image through the eyepiece, and the app works out which stars are in the telescope's field of view to calculate the astronomer's orientation. Moving to Jupiter, we made use of the 10mm eyepiece to view the gas giant. Views are clear, but you'll need a selection of eyepieces and filters in order to pick out the coloration of the atmospheric bands. The planet's largest moons are visible as clear, sharp points of light. Views of the Moon, Venus and the Beehive cluster, Messier 44, are also pleasing, with good clarity. The beauty of the Celestron StarSense series is that you can read up on the literature offered by the app for each target you observe. Slewing from one target to another, we found that the StarSense Explorer LT114 is a sturdy piece of kit and operates smoothly. The only hitch is that this is a manually operated telescope, meaning observers will need to physically adjust the view. That said, a motorized telescope does cost prohibitively more, so this is one great way to keep the cost down. 3. Vaonis Stellina Observation Station and Hybrid Telescope. As a beginner astronomer, it's likely you won't want to be spending a huge amount of time setting up your telescope. Far more likely is that you'll want to spend that precious time in observing the night sky. So the ideal beginner's telescope is one that's simple and fast to assemble and calibrate, which the Vaonis Stellina excels at. This telescope is unlike anything else on the market. Its smart design means that it doesn't require the use of finder scopes and eyepieces. Instead, it makes use of a Sony CMOS, complementary metal oxide semiconductor sensor and navigation via a smartphone to reveal views and images of the night sky. This telescope is a little more costly than competitor models, but it does include a free download of Stellina app and the instruction manual. Its database is packed with 100 targets to explore, as well. Given the wide-angle sights the Stellina offers, this telescope isn't ideal for studying the planets, although views are fair. Instead, it excels in providing images of bright deep sky targets and the surface of the moon. Star clusters, select nebulas and galaxies are within easy reach through the optical system, and we are, in particular, blown away by views of the Andromeda Galaxy, Messier 31, through this smart telescope. Decent clarity can be had, while 6.4 megapixels images with a resolution of 3096 x 2080 are produced in JPEG and RAW format, the former being a great option to share on social media in Ultra HD. 4. Celestron PowerSeeker 127 EQ. The Celestron PowerSeeker 127 EQ comes with two eyepieces, a 20mm and 4mm, which work with the optical system to produce magnifications of 50x and 250x. There's also a 3x Barlow lens for tripling the magnification on the eyepieces, though truth be told it really isn't needed. The maximum magnification that the telescope is able to achieve is 300x, so using the Barlow with the 4mm eyepiece, for example, causes images to become blurred. Budget telescopes offer a way in for astronomer newbies and the uninitiated stargazers but aren't known for their high-quality optics. So it's important to bear in mind the PowerSeeker 127 EQ's optical limits when purchasing custom eyepieces and Barlow lenses. 5. Orion Starblast 6i in telescope. More and more telescopes are making use of computerized mounts for a fuss-free tour of the universe, and Orion's Starblast 6i in telescope is one such telescope and mount combination. The 5.91-inch, 150mm reflector comes pre-assembled out of the box, while a simple star alignment process means that you're observing within minutes. The Orion Starblast 6i in telescope makes use of a couple of high-resolution digital encoders, which help the skywatcher to locate and identify objects in the night sky. This portable telescope doesn't operate quite like your standard go-to, where the mount slews to the observer's chosen target. Instead, the user needs to manually push the tube, and with the guidance of directional arrows on the supplied computerized object locators, called backlit display. There are a little over 14,000 targets to explore, and we found that we were able to push the tube smoothly from one target to another. Thanks for watching.